Okay, hey everybody, making a couple of quick adjustments here. Gonna go share this with the page real quick, and we will be underway. Got Medusa for you today. It's gonna be really fun. Um, After Black Bolt coming out so well yesterday, I decided to go ahead and rack this one up as a pair, but it came off really quick. Okay, got that going. Sorry about that. Wanted to make sure everybody could see it. Now, like I was saying, that Black Bolt came off so quick yesterday. This one just came off the same way. I put about maybe 3 minutes into this and knocked it out. And I mean, I didn't even have to think about it. It just came right off with the pose and everything. And I was just like, yeah, this is the way I've got to do her, because she is a solid figure and just came right out, no problem. Now with the way this one is designed, it's a classic version. It's the purple. It's like I don't know. It's a purplish pinkish suit. I'm not sure of what you would call that color. Because when back in the day when they colored them, they always colored them by whatever they had around, and they tried to keep primary colors on hand. And if they needed something different, they mixed colors, and whatever came out is what came out. That's why you'd see those comics, the older stuff, just whatever color, because I mean it would look close, but you'd be like, wow, that suit's different. And no, it's not. It's just colored with whatever they mixed up at the moment to try to get as close to the last color as possible, or used whatever leftover color they had for random people. And it was funny because they would use those supplies that way to keep from wasting them. So she had this weird purple suit, and I remember them talking about it in an interview later in years. Stan, and I believe it was Jack Kirby, and John Romita was in there, and I think it was Sal Buscema that was in there as well. I don't remember it being John Yushima. Excuse my mispronunciation. I knew I was talking about, dadgummit. But yeah, John Yushima. And I think it was his brother Sal that was there, not John. But anyway, yeah, they were talking about that, how they used to color with whatever was around and whatnot in the old Marvel bullpen. Just crazy stuff. But they had to save the money because they had to get the money for their pages and their inks and stuff. So, but whatever worked. I mean, they utilized everything. So whatever. Always found it fascinating being a semi decent colorist. At least in my own vanity and opinion. I always thought that was cool, to check that stuff out and see what came before. And those guys just, man, they knew what they were doing. They were jack of all trades, master of all too. So, whatever comes of it, comes of it. But, yep, this character came off real quick. She was drawn a lot by Kirby back in the day, when he would draw these characters that they used to face off against who was it? The Avengers originally, and everybody thinks that they're an X-Men team because they're mutants, but they're not. They actually live underground and in an underground kingdom, and they are, in fact, their own standalone meta-human form. But I always considered them mutants because of the fact that they were born with their powers and abilities. So I say whatever. But The guys that created them know best. So whatever works. Now, I'm not making that hand too feminine because she wears these thick, gnarly gloves. So, if you come back later and see this and then you go, wow, man, her hands don't look girly at all. Well, you'll know why. It's because of the fact that she wore these dense purple gloves. And you'll see the other one here in a moment. But, yeah, she always wore these big, almost rubber style, like the old washerwoman gloves. Used to be the big industrial ones, that you like see the cleaning lady in junior high running around with, those poor ladies. Janitorial staff of high schools. Jeez. But yeah, they always looked like that. It was strange. I think that's where those gloves were designed from later in years. So, oh man, let's see here. I think this is going to come across really cool. And like I said, I'm doing it based off of the Kirby glove style because I just really, really like the way he used to block hands when they wore gloves. And of course, my triangle signature knuckles here. Like I said, not very feminine, but works because of this costume. So, we're going to come right in here into the bust and not add anything inappropriate here. A lot of people have problems drawing the female form, and lips and breast are definitely two of the things that I get asked about the most. And the thing is to make them look like they have a soft flesh texture to them. Don't be weird about it, and don't make them over sexualized or anything like that. Just make them soft like they're supposed to be. And that's the big thing. Make them look like they're flesh that could move and form and is what's the word I'm looking for? Malleable. There we go. That's the best way to put it. Because, they don't stand up stiff. They don't. The lips are soft and rounded and curved and flex, and so do the breast, I mean, they do have a signature shape because of our anatomy, but not to get weird into it or anything, but that's, they are malleable. Not to say you should just go, mashing them into jello molds or anything weird like that. It's just, yeah, be mature about it and, think about the anatomy. And all the immature goofballs that I know are just sitting over on the other side of their monitor. He's a breast. So, yeah, let's keep that out of the way and be respectful. And, just draw the form, man. Don't overthink it. And girls are the same way. They draw, they draw men's butts like they could break ice. Have you ever seen that? Have you ever noticed that where it's just like you'll see a female artist and they'll draw a guy and he will have a rock hard butt and it just looks like he could, crush a tin can with that thing. And it's just, you gotta take that into consideration with a grain of salt, and it's just one of those things. Guys like to get weird with the big boobs, and the ladies like to draw the guys with the super tight butts. And yeah, there used to be a joke when I was a kid because of Mel Gibson running around in a movie called Lethal Weapon, which I'm sure everybody's heard of. He did the butt in the moonbeam walk, and it was a running joke for many, many years after. And whenever I see somebody that's drawn a butt like that for a comic book character like Superman or Batman, and it's just like, ugh, it cracks me up. But yeah, just study your anatomy and see how it moves. And it doesn't say clutched all the time, and breasts don't stay in the form of, what the woman is wearing at the time once she removes it. So that anatomy gets changed. So keep that in consideration, and it'll help you make them look more natural and malleable, as I said. So, but if you don't know who Medusa is, let's move into that real quick. If you don't know who this lady is, this character is the bride of Black Bolt, the guy that I did yesterday. The character from the Inhumans. And she is the would-be queen of the Inhumans. And she's had variations through the years where she's been part of the alternative Fantastic Four team. She has been in and out of different Marvel comics. She fell in love with Beast at one point because she thought Black Bolt was dead after the original Secret Wars, which no spoilers there. He just got lost in time. And no big deal, just went to the store a different route. So she was in the Avengers for a while and had a fling with I think it was I want to say it was Quicksilver, but I'm not sure of that, so don't hold me to that one because I don't remember exactly who that was. I know it was an Avenger, but I'm not sure if it was Quicksilver or not. You know, Quicksilver's a weird cat, so you can't ever hold him accountable for pretty much anything. Except for the fact he likes Wanda. So we won't go there. Not that kind of show. But, yeah. She has a magical or mutant ability, depending on who you talk to. She has a magical and or mutant ability to control her hair. Hence the name Medusa. Because this piece of hair right here, this segment right here, I'm going to have that fold over and twist right here and then come right back up in your face. So that way you can see that and know what's going on. So that's where we're at right now. I'm going to cut this one in here. And excuse my hesitancy with the pause. The reason I did that was because of the fact that I was giving the camera a chance to catch up to make sure Facebook was still broadcasting properly. Everything looks peachy, so we're running along with this thing and knocking it out. But yeah, this bright red, orange, crimson, depending on your angle, what color it looks like, hair, comes across very lively and very aggressive. And she can do anything from strangle you with it, smother you with it, choke you with it. She can hit you with it. She can protect herself with it in a cocoon form. It just all depends on what she's doing at the time and needs it for. I've seen many different variations on this through the years, and it's just one of those things where she just is an amazing force to be reckoned with, and not a character that should be underestimated in the Marvel Universe, but sadly is. She's been very underutilized over the years and lost fan base, you know, because everybody's like, oh, it's hair. I want to see something different. And they don't understand that a mutation is a mutation, period. And, you know, you should respect all of those powers, because if you're not using them, then it's a wasted character property. And that's one good thing about Marvel. You know, the downfall of Marvel with the Disney properties being liquidated and whatnot, they will at least put her to use in some form or fashion. Hopefully in the new Inhumans series, and it'll hold up. But from what I've seen so far, I'm not impressed. I'm on the fence about it. And I'm not bashing it by any means. I'm just saying that I don't agree with it, because the look of it right now just looks horrible. They've already changed, gone back and reshot and redesigned Medusa twice. Not once, but twice. To redo her hair to make it look more organic, because she had a wigged look, really hard wigged look for a while when they were doing the promos and stuff, and they went back and reshot it because they didn't like the way it looked. They changed the color of it and they changed the style and made it more organic looking for when it moved. It didn't go from a wig look on her head to the CGI look that it had when it was shown on screen in action, which from the I want to say 1 or 2 scenes that you have of her, it was pretty rough. It was pretty rough. It's some of the worst effects I've seen on TV since probably the 90s. It's that bad. And I've seen a lot of stuff. I mean, if you've ever seen, if you haven't, go on Google and check out The Toxic Avenger, and you'll see what I'm talking about bad effects. Howard the Duck, the original movie that was made back in the 80s. Yeah, bad stuff. And, you know, a lot of people don't see that, but the thing is it's like, you know, right out of, it's laser light effects, and it looks right out of kind of like, I don't know, a disco maybe. It's got that kind of effect to it. Yeah, we're talking mirror ball, bright shiny neon. Yeah, the whole thing. And that's the kind of effects I'm talking about, and it looked bad. I'm hoping Marvel steps up their game, because other than the fight choreography, the Netflix stuff looks fantastic. I mean, I just got through The Defenders, and I really enjoyed that show. I know a lot of people disagree with that, but to each their own. I'm not saying either way on your opinion. Please respect that and don't go on mine. But, you know, we'll leave that there and go from there. But this part up here is going to be deep purple. The wrists are going to be, and hands are covered in the gloves that are deep purple. And then this is kind of a lavender pinkish kind of thing going on in here. So, yeah. Her modern suit's more crimson red and dark. It's almost a dark eggplant type purple. But it is what it is. So, now she's got her mutation going, so I'm going to leave her eyes white because they actually light up a white-blue color. It's more of a white glow with a blue trim around it. And I'll leave that for coloring. But we've about got this one. I'm going to leave it pretty clean and simple because I want it to be bright. I don't want it to be overfilled, so I'm not going to shade this one up too much because I don't want it to be blacked out, because I want this one to be color dependent, unlike Black Bolt, which was more of the shaded design because of the fact that he's got such a dark suit. You know, it's dark blue and black. So, okay. Putting in a couple more tweaks here and there, and then we're going to call it a day. All right, that's it, folks. That's what I got. Oh, see, Matt, man. She is the mouthpiece of a mute dictator. Wow. Really, bud? Okay. All right. Well, that's it. I've got, who do I have on the list for tomorrow? Let me see here. Who do you have for tomorrow? I don't know yet. I told you guys yesterday that it was going to be Sasquatch tomorrow and Elektra for Friday. So keep on point with that. I have Jason's piece that won last Friday. I have it ready. Like I said yesterday, I have it ready. I need to do the live on that. I've been hammering out a couple of projects and getting them off the table and out the door for everybody. If you haven't got your stuff yet, I'm sure it's in the mail already. I sent out like 20 things yesterday. I need to send out some more tomorrow morning. But that piece, that live piece, that Black Panther and the Throne that he asked for, I am going to be doing that live here probably tomorrow night so that I can knock it out for Friday morning to have it off to him and do Elektra on Friday for you guys that attend. So if you haven't gotten into that yet, the Friday character card for the giveaway and all that, get on Friday so you can have a chance to post Electra in the comments, like the video, and then you'll be in the drawing for your opportunity to win the 11x17 full page comic board custom sketch of the character. So anyway, catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out with me. Later.